In this podcast episode, Michael Nehls delves into groundbreaking discussions about brain health, the importance of lithium and algae oil, and how modern medicine and public health decisions have overlooked or suppressed vital natural cures. He connects these topics to neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's, depression, and anxiety, while also addressing the socio-political implications, including the controversial use of mRNA injections and the pharmaceutical industry's role. Michael Nehls opens by exploring the science behind the oxytocin hormone, which is crucial not only for childbirth, but also for bonding between mothers and their children. He highlights a study showing dogs have essentially hijacked the oxytocin system to bond with humans, which benefits both species. For dogs, this bond ensures food and survival, while humans receive emotional support and mental stimulation. Nehls posits that this oxytocin-driven bonding with dogs can boost the growth of new nerve cells in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, thereby lowering risks related to mental decline and dementia. Central to the discussion is the hippocampus, a seahorse-shaped brain region responsible for autobiographical memory and cognitive flexibility. Nehls explains that the hippocampus continually generates new nerve cells, which are essential for memory, curiosity, psychological resilience, and rational compassion. Disruption of this neurogenesis, he argues, leads to depression, anxiety, and ultimately Alzheimer's disease. The production of oxytocin stimulates this growth, which explains why social interactions, including those with dogs, are beneficial to brain health. Nehls expresses deep concern about the effects of mRNA injections used during the COVID-19 pandemic. He suggests that the spike protein produced by these vaccines can trigger chronic neuroinflammation, which in turn halts hippocampal neurogenesis. Although short-term suppression of curiosity and social behavior when sick is natural, chronic inflammation leads to detrimental mental health outcomes, including elevated Alzheimer's prevalence. He references a South Korean study from 2023 that reported an increase in Alzheimer's rates following widespread mRNA vaccination. Shifting focus to lithium, Nehls illuminates its role as a foundational trace element embedded in the earth and historically abundant in coastal diets rich in shellfish. He stresses that humans require approximately 1 milligram of lithium daily to maintain optimal brain function, particularly the mental immune system housed in the hippocampus. This system governs flexibility, curiosity, empathy, and the ability to maintain peace and rational compassion, qualities core to humanity. Modern diets and inland living have drastically reduced lithium intake, contributing to the rising incidences of mental illness, aggression, and neurodegenerative diseases. The podcast reveals that lithium deficiency is widespread, affecting an estimated 90 to 95% of the global population. Nehls discusses how historical migration away from coastal regions and the washing out of lithium from soils and water supplies resulted in diminished levels in daily diets. This deficiency may partially explain the decline in social cohesion, empathy, and mental resilience observed in many modern societies. He likens this to the better cognitive health seen in blue zones, regions with high lithium levels in water and lower rates of Alzheimer's and mental illnesses. Nehls uncovers a disturbing historical episode from 1949 when lithium was removed from dietary supplements in the United States and Europe. Following clinical trials where patients received toxic, gram-level doses of lithium chloride disguised as alternative salt, regulatory bodies banned lithium supplementation to facilitate its commercialization as a drug for bipolar disorder. This has created a paradox where lithium remains essential for mental health, but is restricted or unavailable as a preventative supplement, especially in Europe. Despite its vilification, Nehls asserts lithium is among the safest essential trace elements, with toxic effects appearing only at doses 80 times higher than the recommended daily intake. He advocates for lithium orotate as the preferred supplement form due to its superior absorption and ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. He presents compelling evidence that low-dose lithium supplementation can stabilize or even reverse early-stage Alzheimer's disease by promoting hippocampal neurogenesis and reducing neuroinflammation. Drawing from agricultural science, Nehls applies the law of the minimum to human health, stressing that deficiencies in any one essential nutrient, like lithium or omega-3 fatty acids, can undermine the growth and function of brain cells regardless of intake of other nutrients. Ignoring this law leads to chronic inflammation and disease, exposing the limitations of conventional pharmacology, which tends to treat symptoms rather than root nutritional causes. Nehls coins the term mental immune system to describe the brain's capacity to regulate social behavior, empathy, curiosity, and resilience through continuous neurogenesis in the hippocampus. He argues that this system is what truly separates humans from other species. When lithium and other crucial nutrients are deficient, this system falters, resulting in increased mental illness, societal conflict, and loss of humanity's defining qualities. Throughout the podcast, Michael Nehls voices deep skepticism toward the pharmaceutical industry and modern medical education. He credits the industry's opposition to widespread lithium supplementation as protecting their chronic disease markets, as lithium's low-cost, natural preventive properties threaten profitable drug lines. He criticizes medical dogma for ignoring the law of the minimum and for perpetuating reliance on pharmaceuticals over dietary and lifestyle interventions. Nehls encourages individuals to supplement with about 1 milligram of lithium daily, preferably as lithium orotate, to support brain health, mental resilience, and longevity. He underscores that this simple intervention has the potential to drastically reduce rates of Alzheimer's, depression, and other chronic mental health issues. Combining lithium supplementation with adequate omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and healthy lifestyle choices forms the basis for a new preventative medicine that could reverse the tide of neurodegeneration and mental illness. The conversation also touches on evolutionary history, highlighting how ancient humans surviving drought periods on the African coast thrived on shellfish-rich diets providing ample lithium and omega-3 fatty acids. Nehls connects this nutritional abundance to the rapid development of the human brain's capacity for complex thought, socialization, and peacekeeping. He contrasts this with modern inland living, which reduces access to these brain-essential nutrients. Throughout the dialogue, Nehls connects biochemical processes to higher human faculties, explaining how oxytocin promotes bonding and hippocampal growth, leading to curiosity and what he terms rational compassion, the ability to consider others' perspectives thoughtfully rather than react with mere empathy. The production of new hippocampal neurons is fundamental for these faculties and for maintaining what makes us authentically human. Finally, Nehls addresses the political landscape, criticizing ongoing use and promotion of mRNA vaccines despite evidence of their potential to induce chronic brain inflammation. He also recalls conversations with health officials revealing that vaccine campaigns were never intended to protect others, exposing a dissonance between public health narratives and behind-the-scenes realities. Nehls highlights early COVID-19 research demonstrating lithium's ability to quell cytokine storms, a dangerous hyperinflammatory response responsible for many deaths in respiratory diseases. Lithium's immune-modulating properties could have saved thousands, possibly obviating the need for mass vaccination programs. This underscores lithium's broad therapeutic potential beyond mental health. At its core, Nehls' message calls for a comprehensive reassessment of modern medicine's focus. He advocates for embracing the law of the minimum, acknowledging lithium as essential for long-term brain health, and resisting pharmaceutical overreach. His vision includes preventive medicine, grounded in natural nutrient supplementation, which could restore societal harmony, mental health, and cognitive function on a global scale.